to the end zone. What a catch! McIntyre, touchdown!
Welcome into Dwight Morrow High School here in Englewood, New Jersey. Some varsity baseball on the D1 Media Pro page. Coming at you, it's Dumont and Dwight Morrow, and I'll get started right after this.
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it from Frazier!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Mackay on touchdown.
In for the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it! The championship!
Dumont and Dwight Morrow here on a Wednesday afternoon in Englewood from Dwight Morrow High School. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome on the D1 Media Pro page of the National Federation of High School Sports. My name is Kevin Connolly. Today's game features the Huskies of Dumont High School and the Maroon Raiders of Dwight Morrow. And before we get started, as we get set for the top of the first inning today is brought to you by First Stop Staffing. For all your staffing needs, a proud sponsor of Dwight Morrow High School baseball. And as we get set for this first inning, let's take a look at the starting defense today for Dwight Morrow. In the outfield from left to right, it's King, Gonzalez, and Polanco. Swirl, Aldama, Uqueda, Cuesta. Doing the infield from third to first. Christian Ramos is on the mound. And behind the plate today for the Maroon Raiders is Christopher Marte. We don't have a starting lineup for Dumont. They told us that they didn't have one right then and there, and they'd bring it over. They didn't. So we're going to play it by ear in terms of who comes up for the Dumont Huskies. But we do, in fact, have the lineup for Dwight Morrow, and we'll show you that in the bottom half of the first inning. And once again, our first inning today is brought to you by First Stop Staffing. For all your staffing agencies, one of the proud sponsors of this Dwight Morrow High School baseball team. And in fact, it'll be the pitcher, Nick Eder, to lead things off for Dumont here in the first inning. So Eder digs in, Ramos on the mound, and let's get this one underway here from Englewood. Our first pitch is way upstairs for a ball, and the first pitch comes at 4:18 p.m. Eastern Time. Overcast day. Sun made a brief appearance during pregame warm-ups. Temperatures in the high 50s to low 60s. Rain is in the forecast, but hopefully it stays away as we get a called strike there, and the count's 1-1. Ramos set, 1-1 pitch is a called strike, and the count's quickly 1-2. Time called at the plate by Eder. Nick Eder, the leadoff batter here for Dumont. Assuming he's the pitcher since he was warming up in the bullpen. Again, we weren't given a lineup for Dumont. They said they'd bring it over. They didn't have it during pregame warm-ups. We never got it, so we're going to go on a batter-by-batter basis here as that pitch is inside, and the count's 2-2. Luckily, there is a lineup on, I should say a roster on NJ.com for Dumont, so we'll just pair up the numbers with who's at the plate. As that one is slowly chopped on the ground to first. Fielded there and taking it easily to the bag is Cuesta, and there's one away here in the first. So that'll bring up number 25, Tim Gander. As there's nobody on and one out here in the first inning. That's brought to you by First Stop Staffing. So Gander digs in with nobody on and one out. And the first pitch in there, a called strike. Christian Ramos working quickly here to start this game. Got a slow roller by Eder as the 0-1 to Gander misses downstairs, and the count's 1-1. Ramos set 1-1 pitch is sliced foul over our heads on the first base side and out of play. And the count's 1-2.
You had the link for him?
On NFHS Network.
Oh. So is the same as
Count 2-2 on Tim Gander. Pitch is smoked out to right field, and it's going to get over the right fielder's head, and it's just going to start rolling all the way to the wall. Gander hustling around second. He's headed for third. The relay throw coming in, it gets away, and standing at third base is Tim Gander. I think that's going to be an error on the right fielder Polanco, went off his glove. Gander coming out for a courtesy runner, so I'm going to assume he is the catcher. And there's a runner at third with nobody out for Dumont here in the first. So it brings up Tyler Mertz with a runner at third and one away. An error allowed Gander to reach on a ball that went off the glove of Polanco in right. Again, we think Gander is going to be the catcher today because he was removed for a courtesy runner. And getting a look over there at third base, looks like that courtesy runner is number 34, Joseph Gessner. So Gessner, the runner at third for Gander. First run of the game, 90 feet away. And the pitch misses upstairs, 1-0. Outside, counts 2-0 on Mertz. Corners are in, middle's back for Dwight Morrow. They'll trade a run for an out here in the first inning. That one is hit back up the middle and through into center field. It's a base hit, an RBI single for Mertz, and Dumont has a 1-0 lead. So that'll bring up Matthew DiGirolamo. He squares the bunt and drops it down right back to the pitcher Ramos. He'll step and throw over to first, and it is in time. So a successful sacrifice, 1-3, as the runner moves up to second base, and they're now 2 away. So runner on second, 2 away here in the first inning. And it brings up Matthew Frederick. Pitch misses downstairs, 1-0. There's a strike, and the count's 1-1. Dumont with a 1-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning over Dwight Morrow. We got another runner at second with 2 outs, and that pitch is in the dirt. The ball gets away. The runner was halfway between second and third, but deciding to head back to second base was Mertz, and the count moves to 2-1. Ramos set 2-1 home. Called strike, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-0 Dumont here in the top half of the first inning. Ramos looking to get out of the jam without any further damage, but he'll have to throw another pitch as that one's in the dirt, and the count's run full at 3-2. The count is 3-2 on the 5-hole hitter Matthew Frederick. Looking to keep the inning alive for the Huskies here in the first, already with 1 in. And time called at the plate. Gander reached on the E9. It was a 3-base error. Mertz singled right back up the middle to drive the run in. Payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. The ball gets away. The runner heads up to third. The throw is not in time. And runners are at the corners with 2 outs here in the first for Dumont. So runners are at the corners. 1 run in, 2 outs. And it brings up Ethan Chiramonte. And he swings at the first pitch, and the count's 0-1. Now time is called. Chiramonte heads down to have a word with the third base coach and head coach Rick Bird. Counts 0-1, runners at the corners. Dumont looking to hang a crooked number here in the top half of the first inning. A 1. Missed downstairs, 1-1. Fastball right down Broadway, a called strike, and the count's 1-2. Once again, Ramos 1 strike away from getting out of this first inning. Trying to leave the runners at the corners with 1 run already in for the Huskies. Ramos comes set, the runner takes off. They'll try and force the balk. Heading down to second and going back to third is Frederick and Mertz. So runners are at second and third with a 1-2 count. It's a stolen base for Frederick. Ramos comes set, and it's cut on and missed, hung on by the catcher Marte, and that will do it for the first inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on. We go to the home half. Dumont with a 1-0 lead over Dwight Morrow.
The North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute is the preferred practice for diagnosis and orthopedic treatment in New Jersey. From the moment you become a patient in our practice, our experienced team supports you until your full recovery with education, compassion, and understanding. Our focus includes sports injuries, as well as the treatment of a broad range of orthopedic complaints, from common tendon ailments and arthritic joint pain to traumatic injuries. Our facility offers an on-site physical therapy suite, in conjunction with specifically designed exercise programs, non-invasive and advanced healing technology. We can not only address the current injury, but also find the underlying cause, such as muscle weakness, imbalance, or improper form. We also offer non-surgical modalities, such as platelet-rich plasma injections, which can lead to an accelerated recovery. To provide efficient and excellent care, personal interactions and individualized attention for each patient is important. We are committed to create a protocol that can eliminate similar injuries in the future. At North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute, we are dedicated to providing the highest standard of care and comfort of athletes, including patients with non-related sports injuries. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Michael Rosanella utilizes non-surgical and minimally invasive surgical procedures to help patients regain back their quality of life.
Bottom of the first inning, Dumont with a 1-0 lead over Dwight Morrow. And once again, if you're just joining us, our first inning today is brought to you by First Stop Staffing Agency for all your staffing needs. One of the great sponsors of Dwight Morrow High School baseball. Here's the starting lineup today for the Maroon Raiders. Julian Suero will lead off and play third base. Christopher Marte bats second and catches. Giuseppe Aldama will bat third and play shortstop. Luciander Polanco bats third and plays right field. Giuliani Cuesta will bat fifth and play third. Charlie King is batting sixth, playing left field. Christian Ramos bats seventh and pitches. The designated hitter today is Saul Garcia. Batting eighth and batting ninth is Raylan Uchetta, and he plays second base. The first pitch missed to Julian Suero, and he pops up the next pitch on the infield, and it is a foul ball. Pitch misses upstairs, and it's 2-1. That one is in the air. Center field, DiGirolamo comes in, and he puts it away for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Christopher Marte with nobody on and one out here in the first. Look around the outfield for Dumont. Searles is in left, DiGirolamo is in center, and Picnic is in right. Around the infield, it's Merst at third. The shortstop is Chiramonte. Guzman's at second. At first, it's Mezcal, and Gander is behind the dish, as it was a foul ball by Marte, and the count is 0-1. That one is ripped in. Oh, what a grab at third. Mertz sticks the glove up, and quickly 2 away. It was a hot shot right at third base off the bat of Marte, but Mertz had it played perfectly, and 2 are retired here in the home half of the first, and it'll bring up the shortstop, Giuseppe Aldama. The first pitch he sees is poured over the heart of the plate for a called strike, 0-1. Another strike. Pouring up the strike zone is Nick Eder. And the count's 0-2. He's looking for a quick 1-2-3 first. Eder's set. The lefty kicks and fires. And that just missed upstairs. Eder was walking off the mound like he had called strike 3. But instead the count is 1-2. One, two. Got him swinging in the dirt. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Eder. We're off to the second. Dumont leads it 1-0.
Screen pass out in the flat, caught, and it's a touchdown for St. Peter's. O'Donnell swinging away, puts it over the shortstop's head. That's a base hit. It'll score 1. Faraz on his way home. Throw is not in time. Going quickly, Bullock takes the snap, throws to the far side. Wide open touchdown. In there, called strike 3, looking Mulcahy strikes out the side. He's perfect through 2.
Now up ahead for the Marauders. Here comes Pregame. They score! Michael Benkovich for St. Peter's Prep.
Bounced on the ground to short for Fields. Flip to O'Donnell, 1. Throw on to first. In time for a double play. Just we'll look back out there for the Marauders. He takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Has a man. Can he scores? Reels it in. 35. Stick on to defenders. 2 on his feet. 20. Once again. Hit in the air to deep center field. Sicka moving on the back at the wall. It's gone! Ellis Reed with a 2-run blast. And the Marauders have a 6-0 lead.
St. Peter's Prep has the best coverage for its student athletes. Why don't you? Top of the second inning, Dumont with a 1-0 lead over Dwight Morrow. And our second inning today is brought to you by Noches de Colombia of Englewood. You go with a copy of that coupon code and you get 10% off your order. Once again, our second inning is brought to you by Noches de Colombia of Englewood. And right there you can see you can get 10% off of your order. Another great sponsor of Dwight Morrow baseball. The first pitch is fouled back to the screen. The count is 0-1 on Anthony Picnic, the right fielder today for the Huskies. I want to say thanks. At the end of that first inning, Dumont did in fact bring their lineup over, so we're no longer guessing as the Huskies come to bat. I think we did a pretty good job for not having their lineup, and that's a cut on and missed, and the count is 0-2. Ramos working quickly, 0-2 pitch. Good job at keeping the hands back and just able to get a piece of that one is Picnic. Count remains 0-2. Ramos is set. The pitch above the letters, and it's 1-2. An RBI single for Tyler Mertz got Dumont on the board in the top half of the first inning. That was Tim Gander reaching on the 3-base error out to right, as that one is hit out to left and deep. Going back on it and able to put it away is King, and the leadoff batter retired here in the second. Nice play out there and left by King. And it brings up the first baseman, Brendan Mescal. Mescal batting 8th today in the Dumont order. He takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Huskies here in the second against Ramos for Dwight Morrow. Pitch misses off the outside corner, 1-1. Got him with a changeup. Nice pitch there, and the count's 1-2. Ramos set. 1-2 pitch. Another changeup, but it just ticked off the end of the bat, and we'll do it again at 1-2. One-two pitch. Popped up foul over the Dumont dugout out of play. Good fight putting up by Brendan Mescal as the count remains 1-2. One-two pitch. Lined and through into left field. It's a base hit. Really good at bat by Mescal, who reaches on a couple of foul balls and able to line a 1-out single into left field and a 1-out base runner for Dumont here in the second. Second hit of the game for the Huskies, and it brings up the 9-hole batter, Ryan Searless. Searless digs in, and the first pitch in there for a strike. Starting at second base today is Searless. Pitch missed outside. Counts 1-1. That one fell back to the screen, and the count's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to the 9-hole hitter, second baseman for the Huskies. 1 out and a runner on first. The pitch missed outside, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mescal on first. Ramos trying to record the second out of the inning. Ryan Searless at the plate. And time is called. Searles. And now we're going to have a conversation between Marte and Ramos. Ramos set. Check on the runner at first. Mescal back in time. Cut on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove of Marte. Second strikeout today for Ramos. And 2-away here in the second as that thing sends back to the top in the pitcher, Nick Eder. Eder 0 for 1 today. Weekly rolled over a pitch to lead things off in the top half of the first inning. He's got 1 on and 2 outs here in the second inning. Dwight Morrow looking to get back at the plate after a quick home half of the first, and they allowed a run in the top half. Ramos pitched to Eder. A called strike. That missed outside, and the count's 1-1. Sun making its presence known once again as the 1-1 pitch to Eder misses outside, and it's 2-1. Tim Gander, who had that 3-base error out to right, waiting on deck. Brendan Mescal singled into left field, leads off first base. Ramos comes set, kicks and fires a breaking ball. That's a called strike, and the count's 2-2. Ramos trying to work around a 1-out single. Looking for a second strikeout of the inning as well. Time called at the plate by Eder. Eder worked a 1-2-3 home half of the first inning, was very quick and efficient in doing so as well. And that one is stung on the ground to second. It goes off the second baseman. He doesn't know where it is, and Eder will reach on the error. Second error of the game on Dwight Morrow, and it does bring up Gander with runners at first and second, and still 2 outs. Uchetta picks up the error. As Gander gets set to dig in. And Dumont looking to put another run on the board here in this second inning. First pitch he sees is slowly tapped to third. Going to be a tough play. Charging in to throw across the diamond is Suero, and it's in time. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left in the second for Dumont. We go to the home half. It's Dumont 1 and Dwight Morrow nothing.
Thomason, handoff, has room. He's got the first down. He stays on his feet. Thomason dives. Touchdown! First title since 2016. Phillips with numbers 3-on-1. The finish and a 4-point Pirate lead. Pitch is hit in the air, right field. Reed going back on it. He's still back. He's looking up, and it one hops up against the wall. On his way to score is Harcourt. Heading to third is Sprock. He'll put the brakes on and scamper back to second base. There's a shot and a goal! Charles Giordano to put Seton Hall Prep up 2, and they're 5:37 away. Up by 2. They have a 2-on-1. The puck is jarred free. Mendoza scores! The puck was knocked free right to the stick of Rocco Mendoza, and it's 4-1 Pirates.
Bottom half of the second inning, Dumont with a 1-0 lead over Dwight Morrow. Kevin Connolly with you here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. And once again, want to thank our inning number 2 sponsor, Noches de Colombia of Englewood. Once again, with that screenshot right there, you can get a 10% off coupon code to Noches de Colombia of Englewood, another outstanding sponsor of Dwight Morrow baseball. We go to the home half of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Maroon Raiders, who went quietly in the home half of the first inning. Dumont plated a run in that top half of the first. They got 2 on in the top half of the second, but could not cash in as the 2-out ground out by Gander ended the threat. It'll be Polanco, Cuesta, and King to bat here in the second inning against Nick Eder, who was outstanding, worked quickly and worked efficiently in that first frame. For Dumont, he'll look for more of the same here in this second inning. So Polanco, who plays right field, digs in for Dwight Morrow, the cleanup hitter. 1 strikeout in that first inning for Eder. And the first pitch is waved at in the dirt, 0-1. That one is hit on the ground and through into left field. It's a base hit. Trying to cut it off was Mertz at third, but it's a leadoff single for Luxiander Polanco, and the leadoff batter on here in the second inning for Dwight Morrow. First base runner, first hit of the game, as it'll bring up the first baseman, Giuliani Cuesta. Left-hander checks the runner, comes set, and the first pitch is a fastball poured in there for a strike. Upstairs, 1-1. One to Cuesta is bounced on the ground, right back to the pitcher. They'll go to second for 1. The throw on to first is in time. It's a double play. A 1-4-3 DP is a huge play for Dumont, and there's 2 away and nobody on as it brings up Charlie King. So it brings up King with 2 outs. And all of a sudden, Nick Eder is looking for another quick frame for Dumont. He's back out of the windup. King bats 6th in this Dwight Morrow order. And the first pitch he sees is right over the heart of the plate for a called strike, and the count's 0-1. Fouled back to the screen, and the count's 0-2. So a leadoff single by Polanco, erased on the double play by Cuesta. And King behind in the count, 0-2. Eder kicks and fires. And was it fouled? Yes, it was. Thought he might have swung and missed, and it went off the shin guards of Gander, but they say it's a foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Laying off that one is King in the dirt, and the count's 1-2. Eder ready, 1-2. In the air, left field, and that's going to dunk in for a base hit right in front of the left fielder, Searless. So it's a 2-out single for Charlie King. Second hit of the inning for Dwight Morrow, and it brings up the pitcher, Christian Ramos. So King extends the inning for the time being for Dwight Morrow. Ramos digs in. And the first pitch he sees is way upstairs, 1-0. That one is hit in the air. Left field and deep. If it's fair, it's gone, but it is a foul ball. And the count's 1-1. Ramos stung that one at the plate, but just could not keep it fair down the line. And the count's 1-1. Eder set. 1-1 pitch. Went with a changeup and got a called strike at the knees, and the count's 1-2. So once again, 2 strikes and 2 outs for Nick Eder, trying to end the inning here after allowing the 2-out single. The southpaw kicks and fires and misses upstairs, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There goes the runner. Caught on and missed. Strike 3. Ramos goes down swinging, and we're off to the third. Dumont still in front, 1-0 over Dwight Morrow.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in sports marketing or creating impactful sports content? You can get experience in high school by being a part of the RISE program powered by Ortho Carolina. It will give you a head start on an exciting career. The RISE program exposes students to industry professionals and gives them real-world experience by creating content and marketing the teams at their own high school. To find out how you can be a part of RISE, email us at contact@readinessandsportseducation.org.
We are off to the third inning here in Englewood. Dumont still with a 1-0 lead over Dwight Morrow. And want to give special thanks to our third inning sponsor, the Englewood PBA Local 216. Another outstanding sponsor for the 2022 Dwight Morrow baseball team, and they applaud all the student athletes here at Dwight Morrow High School. So a special thanks for them for being our third inning sponsor for today's game. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up for Dumont here in this third inning. Tyler Mertz responsible for the only run today, an RBI single up the middle. He'll lead off. Matt DiGirolamo will bat second, and Matthew Frederick will bat third in this frame for the Huskies of Dumont High School. Kevin Connolly with you here on the D1 Media Pro page of the National Federation of High School Sports. Has not been clean innings for Ramos out there on the mound, but he's able to work into and out of trouble. Had runners at second and third with 2 outs in the first. Was able to get a strikeout of Chiramonte, and had runners at first and second with 2 outs in the second, and got Gander to ground out to third on the slow roller. Mertz digs into the box. He squares around Dumont, pulls back, and he takes a called strike. 1 run on 2 hits and no errors for Dumont. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors for Dwight Morrow. That pitch misses upstairs, and the count's 1-1. That one is hit on the ground to first. Fielded there, and taking it to the bag himself is Cuesta, and there's 1 away. So Mertz retired for the first time today, and it'll bring up Matthew DiGirolamo. Laid down a successful sacrifice bunt back in the first inning out of the 4-hole spot, grounded right back out to the pitcher Ramos, who threw to first. Was trying to get Mertz in from third on that sacrifice bunt. Or excuse me, he moved him up from first to second, I should say, as Ramos delivers the first pitch to him, and it's in there for a called strike. So the count is 0-1 on the Dumont center fielder. Looking to put the ball in play with a swing for the first time today, and he does in fact do that and hits it down the left field line, but it goes off one of the trees out there, and the count's 0-2. Ramos is set. The 0-2 pitch missed downstairs. Ramos ready, and time is called by DiGirolamo at the plate. Matthew DiGirolamo, the center fielder for Dumont, digs back into the box. Ramos comes set. Pitch is on the ground to third. Hopped right into the lap of the third baseman, and throw over to first. Cuesta couldn't hang on. It'll go as an error on the first baseman. Third error in as many innings for Dwight Morrow, and a 1-out base runner for Dumont. Suero made a good play and throw over to first, but Cuesta couldn't hold on, and the runner reaches safely as it brings up Matthew Frederick. Frederick walked his first time up, and he takes a called strike. That missed downstairs, and it's 1-1. Frederick calls for time, steps out of the box. Ramos doesn't move his foot from the rubber. He's locked and ready to go. DiGirolamo leads off first. Ramos comes set. The 1-1 pitch home is taken for a strike, and the count's 1-2. Ramos once again ready. Big lead off first for DiGirolamo. There goes the runner. The throw down to second is not in time. It's a stolen base for DiGirolamo. The pitch was a ball on Frederick, and the count's now 2-2 and a runner in scoring position for Dumont. Ramos ready. The pitch home is hit in the air to left. King coming in. He puts it away, and there's 2 away here in third. So King, another nice play out there in left. Frederick is retired for the first time today, and it'll bring up Ethan Charamonti, the shortstop. He's struck out with runners at second and third with 2 outs in the first. Comes to bat with 2 outs here in the third and a runner at second base. First pitch of his second at bat misses downstairs, 1-0. Off the end of the bat, spun foul at the plate, and the count's 1-1. DiGirolamo is at second. 2 outs and a 1-1 count on the batter, Ethan Charamonti, the shortstop. And he hits that one on the ground to third. It's a fair ball, and it goes down the line. 1 run in to score. Charamonti up to second. It's a ribby double for Ethan Charamonti, and it's 2-0 Dumont. The error comes back to haunt Dwight Morrow. Second unearned run today for the Maroon Raiders, and it's 2-0 Huskies here in the third inning. So it brings up Anthony Picnic, flew out to left field his first time up. 1 run in, and a runner still at second base for Dumont here in the third. First pitch to him, misses way upstairs, 1-0. The RBI double down the left field line by Ethan Charamonti has the Huskies up by 2 in the top half of the third inning. Ramos set, kicks and fires home. A pitch that misses downstairs, and the count's 2-0. That one's fouled back to the screen. The count's 2-1. Two-one count on Anthony Picnic. 0 for 1 today with a fly out to left. An error by the first baseman Cuesta allowed DiGirolamo to reach on a grounder to third. He stole second and came in to score on the 2-out RBI double by Ethan Charamonti. Ramos set, and time is called at the plate by Picnic with a 2-1 count on him. Dumont looking for a big win over Dwight Morrow, who's looking to get back to 500 on the season. And that one is hit in the air. Right center field, going back on it, and a dangerous catch out there and right by Polanco, but he does in fact hold on to make the catch, and that will do it for the top half of the third inning. Dumont adds 1 more on the RBI double by Charamonti. We go to the home half of the third. It's 2-0 Huskies. One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro. And it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and 1. Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up for the slam. Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd. Lays it in and 1 on the lob.
Thought about the 3. Drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd.
Rowdy here with Corey Floyd after a tough 6.
Wilcher, 3. Got it. Simeon Wilcher is fired up.
And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Cerrone here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down. Tosses it ahead to Valencia. Serene driving and throws it down. He can't get around, and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay in, through the basket. Cerrone here with Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Boff. Dave, you're coming up.
Now it's your time to join. Bottom of the third inning, Dumont with a 2-0 lead over Dwight Morrow on the RBI double by Ethan Cheramonte. Puts the Huskies up by 2. And once again, want to thank our third inning sponsor for today's game, the Englewood Local PBA 216. That is an outstanding sponsor for the 2022 Dwight Morrow baseball team, and I applaud all of the Dwight Morrow student athletes here in the class of 2020. They're hoping that their Maroon Raiders have some offense here in this third inning. 8-9-1, Saul Garcia, Raylan Uchetta, as the first pitch is spun foul outside first base, and Julian Suero will lead things off here in this third inning for the Maroon Raiders. Fastball misses upstairs, and the count's 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike on Garcia, the designated hitter. And the 8-hole today for Dwight Morrow, and the pitch. That one is a called strike. It hit the inside part of the plate, and the count's 2-2. 2-2 is ripped into center field, and that gets down for a base hit. A leadoff single for Garcia. Turned it around and sent it right back into center field. And it's the third hit of the day for the Maroon Raiders. They had a leadoff single in the second inning, but it was quickly erased on the 1-4-3 double play. Dwight Morrow hoping that's not the case here in this third inning, as it brings up Raylan Uchetta. And the first pitch he sees misses upstairs, 1-0. Dumont guarding against the bunt. There goes the runner. The pitch is a call and strike. The throw down to second is in plenty of time. It looks like somebody missed a sign there. I think they wanted Uchetta to bunt. He didn't, and he hung out his designated hitter to dry out at second base. There's one away and a 1-1 count on the second baseman. So the count's 1-1 on Uchetta. The leadoff base runner is erased, and that pitch misses inside, and the count's 2-1. Fouled back to the screen. The count's 2-2. Eder looking for another strikeout, and he's got it. Got Uchetta fishing on a pitch in the dirt, and there's 2 away here in the third. Third strikeout today for Nick Eder. And I'll turn things over back to the top of this Dwight Morrow order in Julian Suero. Suero flew out to center field back in the home half of the first inning. Second time through the order here for Eder. Dwight Morrow hoping it results in a couple of hits. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Fouled back to the screen, and the count's 1-1. Eder faced 3 in the first, 4 in the second. He allowed 2 hits, but One was erased on the double play. Looking to face the minimum here in the third thanks to the caught stealing. Fouled back to the screen. Good swing there by Suero. But the count's 1-2. Batter ready. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts to end the third. And the Dumont team was walking off the field after that one, but the pitch too far outside. And the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the third, and a 2-0 lead for Dumont. The pitch bounced on the ground to third, and it eats up Cheramonte in the hole. It goes into left field. On his way to second is Suero, and he will be in there standing up. Interesting to see what they ruled that play. You think it might be a single and an error. Would have been a tough play regardless with Suero's speed. I think that's what it's going to be. He reaches on the single and advances to second on the error by the shortstop. So a 2-out base runner. First error of the game on Dumont. So it brings up Christopher Marte. Hit an absolute bullet right at third base. Mertz was there to catch it. A base hit would cut the Dwight Morrow deficit in half, and he takes a called strike. Four hits today for Dwight Morrow, but nothing to show for it as of yet. And a check on the runner at second. They had him leaning, but the throw is not in time. Getting back is Suero. A 1 is hit in the air. Left field, going back on it, camping under it is Searless. He calls everybody off, and he puts it away for the third out of the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We are off to the fourth here in Englewood. Dumont with a 2-0 lead.
Right up the middle, barreling towards the goal line. Baldwin is in for a Vance touchdown.
Right down the middle, man. This guy, and he keep going, and he
the ball's loose.
And they hop back on it, and that's a touchdown.
Short punt, bounces at the 35, fielded at the 40 by Quick, out to the corner. He's got blockers and a lot of green grass in front of him. Cuts back, he's in for a touchdown!
Swing pass in the flat.
If he gets to the corner, he's going to get in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Good job, block. Third down and 17, a handoff, getting to the outside. There's a hole, there's a first down, and all the way to the races is Elijah McWilliams to the house for a touchdown and for an IMIC for a division championship.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Top of the fourth inning, Dumont with a 2-0 lead. And the sponsor of today's fourth inning is the Cutler family. Special thanks to the Cutler family for their support of Dwight Morrow baseball here in 2022. And hopefully they are hoping for a shutout inning here in the fourth inning for Dwight Morrow, as it's a 2-0 Dumont lead as we head to this fourth frame. And Dwight Morrow has had base runners today, but has hit into a couple of unfortunate situations. It'll be 8-9-1 in the Dumont order here in the fourth against starting pitcher today, Christian Ramos. It'll be Brendan Mezcal to lead things off. 1 for 1 with a single today. First pitch he sees is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. No runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors today for Dwight Morrow. Each of the 2 Dumont runs are unearned. 2 runs on 3 hits and an error today for the Huskies of Dumont High School. The 0-1 breaking ball that misses, and it's 1-1. Mezcal, Searless, and Eder to lead things off here in the fourth inning for Dumont, getting set for their 3rd time in through the order against Christian Ramos. Ramos set, and that pitch is lined foul down the third base side and out of play, and the count's 1-2. Cut on and missed. Way late on that one was Mezcal. It's a strikeout for Ramos. It's his 3rd strikeout today, and he's retired the leadoff batter here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up Ryan Searless. Searless struck out back in the 2nd. And actually, beg your pardon, it is not Searless who is up. It is Josiah Guzman who is up. He squares to bunt. The throw down to first is low, and it goes into right field. Guzman on his way to second base. He's headed for third. Guzman will stand up at third on the 3-base error. So the 4th error today on Dwight Morrow on the bunt, and Guzman is on via the error. So the 3-base error sends Guzman to third, and the infield is not coming in. They're in at the corners. They're not in up the middle. Ramos delivers the pitch, and it's grounded foul on a pitch in the dirt by Eder, and the count's 0-1. 4 errors today on Dwight Morrow. Eder reached on an error to second base back in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to first as well. Guzman dances off the line at third, and Ramos steps off. Dumont looking to add another here in the 4th. Guzman's at third because of the throwing error by the catcher. And that one is hit in the air center field, and it's over the center fielder's head. Gonzalez came charging into the ball that was hit over his head. Eder is off to the races. He's on his way to second. He will be into third, being waved around home as the ball gets away, and he's in there safely. It's an RBI triple for Nick Eder. He scores on the error, and it's 4-0 Dumont. 5th error on Dwight Morrow today. It goes on the relay, so it'll be a triple, and coming in to score on the error, and it's 4-0 Huskies here in the 4th inning, and it's going to draw a mound visit for Dwight Morrow. So it's an RBI for Eder on the triple, and he comes in to score on the, I believe it'll be an E4 on the relay. So 5 errors today on Dwight Morrow, and they have And hand in hand with the 4 runs, Dumont has scored. First pitch, misses outside, 1-0 to Tim Gander. That one is smoked out to right field. Polanco has had issues out there, but he's able to put that one away. Perhaps not the easiest on the eyes or the heartbeat, but Polanco able to put it away, and there's 2 outs here in the 4th. Brings up the left fielder, Tyler Mertz. The third baseman, Tyler Mertz. Got this game started with an RBI single back in the 1st inning. Grounded out to first base his last time up. And that one again on the ground to first. Fielded there by Cuesta, and he'll step on the bag to retire the side. But 2 more runs for Dumont in the 4th. We go to the home half. Dwight Morrow needs to wake up the bats, trailing by 4. Over to Floyd, he's open, thought about the 3, drives, baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd! Free throw line, tries to dump a pass off, gets intercepted. Freeman all the way to the hole. Oh, what a block by Moore! Left to play in the 4th quarter. Cromartie, 3, got it! Davis probes in the corner, 3-pointer, up and down, Brown again! His 2nd straight 3. Roselle Catholic in a hurry. Wilcher back to Bueno. He's going to try and tie it. And he does! Oh, big shots all around!
He can't get around, and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay it down to basket.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Dumont with a 4-0 lead over Dwight Morrow. 5 Maroon Raider errors has led to the 4 Dumont runs. And once again, a special thank you to our 4th inning sponsor today, the Cutler family, for all their hard work and dedication and support for the 2022 Dwight Morrow baseball team as our 4th inning sponsor for today's game. And in the home half for the 4th inning, it'll be the heart of this Dwight Morrow lineup to come to bat, and they'll be looking for a couple of big hits. It'll be Giuseppe Aldama, Luxiander Polanco, and Giuliani Cuesta to bat here in the 4th for Dwight Morrow. Kevin Connolly with you here on D1 Media Pro. Nick Eder had a big hit in the top half of the inning, and his first pitch misses outside, 1-0. He's been very good through 3 innings here today. He's scattered 4 hits, and his defense has helped him out with a double play and a caught stealing, and a big swing there by Aldama, and the count's 1-1. An RBI triple, and he advanced to score on an error on the relay play to bring in the 3rd and 4th runs today for Dumont. And a good pitch there that Aldama swings through, and the count's 1-2. Eder ready, the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, froze Aldama. He gets caught looking for the first out of the inning. 4th strikeout today by Eder. And it brings up Luxiander Polanco. Polanco 1 for 1 today. Singled to lead off the 2nd inning. Trying to create a rally here in the 4th for Dwight Morrow, but he takes downstairs 1-0. Bounced up to the plate, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the home half of the 4th. Dumont with a 4-0 lead over Dwight Morrow on what has turned out to be a very pleasant Wednesday afternoon. Caught on and missed with a fastball at the letters, and the count's 2-1. That one is popped up foul over everybody's head and out of play, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count on Polanco, the right fielder for Dwight Morrow. He's had a couple adventures out there in right. Trying to get a base hit here. 2-2 is lined back up the middle and through into center field. It's a base hit. Polanco is 2 for 2 today. He's swinging the bat well for Dwight Morrow, and a 1-out base runner for the Maroon Raiders here in the 4th. 5th hit today for Dwight Morrow. 2 off the bat of Polanco, as it'll bring up Giuliani Cuesta, who bounced into a 1-4-3 double play back in the 2nd inning. And he swings and misses on the first pitch. A changeup down in the zone, 0-1. Strike at the letters, and it's quickly 0-2. Either comes set. 0-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. It's going to stay in play. Can anyone get there? No, and it drops in fair. There's a force play at second, and it's made. So Polanco had a hold up. He thought it was going to be caught. Couldn't advance too far. It was not caught, and he's out on the force at second. So reaching on the fielder's choice is Cuesta, and there's now 2 away. It's been that kind of day for Dwight Morrow when things just haven't fallen their way. Cuesta reaches on the fielder's choice. It is I believe it's a 9-6 fielder's choice. It was the right fielder who came in to make that play. And the first pitch is upstairs, 1-0. It was Picnic out in right who picked up the ball in fair territory and threw to the shortstop Chiramonte for the force out, as that pitch is fouled back to the screen, and the count is 1-1 on Charlie King. Eater set, delivers home. Pitch that misses downstairs, 2-1. Fanned at and missed by King, and the count's 2-2. Eater comes set. Checks the runners, delivers home on the 2-2, a pitch in the dirt, and the count's full 3-2. So that'll release the runner Cuesta from first with a 3-2 count and 2 outs. Mezcal going to play behind the runner at first. Eater back on the rubber, King in the box. Cuesta leads off first. There he goes. Payoff pitch is fouled at the plate, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Once again, the 3-2. There goes the runner, the pitch. And we'll have another payoff as it's fouled back over the screen. The count remains full at 3-2. King singled his last time up, 1 for 1 today. Eater comes set, trying to get out of the 4th and send us to the 5th. He'll check on the runner at first. And back in time is Cuesta as Mezcal was playing behind him. A set play there for Dumont. Payoff pitch. There goes the runner. It's popped up on the infield. Chiramonte calling everybody off. He puts it away for the final out of the inning. We're off to the 5th here in Englewood. It's 4-0 Dumont against Dwight Morrow. Here's Kramer. Kramer walking in. Pass in front. They score! 5. Puck comes back out to the point. Gorski with a shot, and then they score! Slap shot for the point. Block the side. Here comes Ken Bishop walking in short-handed. He scores! Up ahead for the Marauders. Here comes Benkovich. They score! Michael Benkovich for St. Peter's Put, and they lead it 3-2. The celebration is underway. The horn sounds, and the Glen Rock Panthers are the McGinnis Cup champions. But that's going to do it. The revenge tour is complete. The Don Bosco Prep Ironmen are the Gordon Cup Conference champions. Top of the 5th, Dumont still with a 4-0 lead over Dwight Morrow. Kevin Connolly with you here on the D1 Media Pro page and the National Federation of High School Sports. And a special thank you now to our 5th inning sponsor for today's game, Nick Romanis, another outstanding supporter of Dwight Morrow baseball here in 2022. For more information on Dr. Romanis, go to www.romanisortho.com or call them at 201-869-1107. Once again, our 5th inning sponsor today, Nick Romanis, Dr. Nick Romanis. It's a 4-0 Dumont lead, in part due to 5 errors on Dwight Morrow so far today. They've had the base runners with 5 hits, but can't get any runs across against Dumont pitcher Nick Eater, and it'll be 4, 5, and 6 against Christian Ramos here in the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Matthew Di Girolamo that leads things off for the Huskies. Girolamo is 0 for 1 today, successfully dropped down a sacrifice bunt in the 1st and reached on an error in the 3rd. And he grounds that one right back up the middle of the short. Fielded there, the low throw over to 1st is not in time, and it's an infield single by the hustling Girolamo down the line. Aldama took perhaps a second too soon to throw it, but we'll call it an infield single for Girolamo, and he reaches a leadoff batter on here in the 5th. Now it brings up a designated hitter, Matthew Frederick, 0 for 1 today, a walk and a fly out to left. He's got a runner at first with nobody out here in the 5th. And a pitch that's taken inside for a called strike. Check on the runner at first. Back in time is G. Girolamo. Ramos set, kicks and fires, a pitch that's fouled back to the screen. The count's quickly 0-2 on the Dumont designated hitter. Ramos would love a ground ball here. He'd also go for a strikeout. There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball. The throw down to second is not in time. The ball goes into center field. It's a stolen base. The ball's then bobbled out there in center, but not far enough for DiGirolamo to advance. So it's a stolen base, advancing to third on the error. 6th error today by this Dwight Morrow defense. And the count's now 1-2. So the infield's going to stay back with nobody out. And a 4-0 game here in the 5th inning. Ramos set, and that one is lined into center field. It's over the head of Gonzalez, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. Frederick on his way to second. He will be in there with an RBI double, and Dumont opens up a 5-0 lead. So Frederick will be relieved for a pinch runner out there at second base. And in steps Ethan Charamonte with a 5-run lead for Dumont here in the 5th inning, and looking for more with nobody out. An infield single by DiGirolamo. Stole second, advanced to third on a throwing error on the stolen base, into scoring the RBI double by Frederick, as Charamonte has an RBI double his last time up, 1 for 2 today. Found the first pitch back to the screen. And that pitch is chopped to third. Fielded there. The throw over to first is in time. The runner takes off for third. The throw back to third is not in time. So a productive out there by Charamonte. As the pinch runner advances down to third, Charamonte out on the ground out. First out of the inning. It'll bring up Anthony Picnic. That's Searless as the pinch runner. So it brings up Anthony Picnic, 0 for 2 today, and he lines the first pitch to third. Heads up base running, though, by Searless, as he is retired on the line out, and Searless able to get back. So quickly 2 outs on the line out to third, and it'll bring up Brendan Mezcal. Second line out that was hit right at Suero, who was able to put it away. And it leaves it up to Mezcal to try and get that 6th run in for Dumont, standing at third base. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Is chopped, foul outside first, and the count's 1-1. One pitch. Missed upstairs, and the count's 2-1. Ramos comes set, kicks and fires. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 6th run of the game for Dumont, 90 feet away. Ramos comes set. He kicks and fires a pitch. That misses off the outside corner. No, it's called strike 3. Perhaps a not demonstrative called strike 3, but it is in fact called strike 3. And that does it for the 5th inning. Dumont adds another. We go to the home half of the 5th. It's 5-0 Huskies. Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again. Free kick coming for the Mountaineers. Short shot on goal. On post. And West Orange gets the goal. And they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Barreling towards the goal line, and he's in. Carriage Bullock from 3 yards out. And the Marauders lead it 20-7.
Or be a witness to championships like these?
Montclair are state sectional champions. They defeat Livingston 4-1, and the Mounties sweep the boys and girls brackets in back-to-back wins over the Lancers. 3-2. There goes the runners. Swing on and miss. Strike 3. That does it. The Cranford Cougars are the Last Dance World Series champions.
Or have exclusive interviews with players and coaches.
Maroon and Silver star pitcher Teague Mulcahy. I'm here with Cranford star Ryan Jaros. We're with the Bergen Crusaders star of the game, Luis De La Cruz. Here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. And all right, now here with star goalkeeper Nikolai Matthews of this West Orange Mountaineer team. Nikolai. Here with Claire Manning after Montclair picks up a 4-1 win over Livingston. I'm here with Molly Brumback, the goalkeeper. Molly, what's Rivers today like? Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Then join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service. Bottom of the 5th inning, it is 5-0 Dumont against Dwight Morrow. 6 errors from the Maroon Raiders have contributed to those 5 runs for the Huskies, and it'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for Dwight Morrow here in this 5th inning. And the first pitch is cut on and missed by the starting pitcher, Christian Ramos, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Missed upstairs, 1-1. Once again, our 5th inning sponsor today is, after this pitch, which is down in the dirt, is Dr. Nick Romandes. For more information, go to www.romandesortho.com or call 201-869-1107. Another proud sponsor of this 2022 Dwight Morrow baseball team. Count is 2-1 on Ramos, and he lines that one into left field. It's a leadoff single from Christian Ramos, and perhaps Dwight Morrow with something cooking here in this 5th inning. It's the 6th hit of the game for Dwight Morrow. They've had singles in every inning except the first, and perhaps the start of something here against Nick Eder, who will face Saul Garcia, who singled and was thrown out trying to steal second base his last time up, and he fouls the first pitch back to the screen, 0-1. That one is popped up, out of play. It'll find the trees, and the count's 0-2. Counts 0-2 on the Dwight Morrow designated hitter, who's 1 for 1 today here in the bottom of the 5th. Got a runner on first with nobody out in this 5th inning. And a check on the runner at first, but back in there standing up is Ramos. O2 upstairs, 1-2. One-two pitch, foul back and over the screen. Count remains at 1-2 strikes. 1-2. Missed upstairs, 2-2. And the count's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dwight Morrow trying to put something together here in this 5th inning. They'd love Garcia to get on and create first and second with nobody out. Dumont leading by 5. Dwight Morrow trying to chip away down to their last 9 outs. But it's called strike 3 on the outside corner. Garcia thought it was ball 4, but there's 1 out here in the 5th. 5th strikeout, a strikeout in every inning for Eder, as he'll face Raylan Uchetta, the second baseman, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. That one is hit in the air, left field and deep. Searless camping under it, and he puts it away for the second out of the inning. So that'll turn things back to the top of the Dwight Morrow order, and Julian Suero, 1 for 2, flew out and singled today. 2 outs here in the 5th. A runner on first. Off the leadoff single by Christian Ramos. Dwight Morrow trying not to let it go to waste, but they have 6 hits today. Had nothing to show for it. Eder steps off. Check on Ramos at first, but he's in there standing up. Missed upstairs, 1-0. There's a strike, and the count's 1-1. Eder set, 1-1 pitch is lined foul and out of play, and the count's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Julian Suero, the leadoff batter for Dwight Morrow. Eder trying to get through 5 shutout innings. He comes set, kicks and fires. A pitch that's in the dirt. The ball gets away. Heading down to second is Ramos. He'll be in there without a throw on the wild pitch. And a runner in scoring position now for Dwight Morrow with a 2-2 count on the batter. So Eder still with the chance to get through 5 shutout. He comes set, 2-2 home. One with a fastball, but Suero just got a piece of it to stay alive at 2-2. Once again, the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs is hit in the air, right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third is Ramos, and he puts the brakes on just as he was coming around third. So runners are at the corners with 2 outs. Ramos didn't get a good jump on the ball, but it's another base hit for Suero, his second today. And it brings up Christopher Marte, who's 0 for 2 today. Most trouble Eder has been in today. He's scattered 7 hits, hasn't let any of them score. But a chance here for Marte, who's 0 for 2 with the line out to third. and a fly out to left. First pitch to him is hit in the air, left field and deep. Is it going to split the outfielders? It's going to go off the top of the wall. One run is in to score. Swearell being stopped right there. It's an RBI double for Christopher Marte, and Dwight Morrow on the board. It's now 5-1. So Marte comes through with a big 2-out double off the wall in left center field, and I'll bring up Giuseppe Aldama, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. He's got 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs, and the first pitch he takes is outside for a ball. And time is called, and we're going to have a meeting on the mound here for Dumont. So 1-0 count on Aldama. Pitch misses and the count's 2-0.
Bad move, huh? Hello, lady family.
That one is fisted towards first base and foul territory. Counts 2-1. That one is drilled right center field, going back on it, and able to make the play in center field is Di Girolamo. A big out that retires the side and leaves runners stranded at second and third here in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Dwight Morrow gets one back, but they still trail Dumont 5-1. It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field, going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air, deep right field. Get out of town! Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center field. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here at Miller. Pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the 3rd. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time, getting Milburn on the board here in the 1st inning. Top of the 6th inning. Dwight Morrow gets a run back, but they still trail Dumont 5-1. And we want to thank our 6th inning sponsor today, Rainbow Transportation and the Carrozza family, for their support of Dwight Morrow baseball here in 2022. The Rainbow Transportation and the Carrozza family are our 6th inning sponsors for today's game. A lot of defensive changes. Gonzalez now in left, Morales is in center. Ramos goes from the mound to third. Suero goes from third to short. King comes in from left to play second. And now pitching for Dwight Morrow is Giuseppe Aldama. It will be 9-1-2 in the Dumont order here in the 6th inning with a 5-1 lead over Dwight Morrow. Josiah Guzman will lead things off. 0 for 2 today, struck out and reached on an error. So Aldama is on the mound, and the first pitch he throws, a fastball up and in, the count's 1-0. One-0. 2-0. Five runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for Dumont so far today, as there's a strike. 1 run, 8 hits, and 6 errors for Dwight Morrow. Two-one. Got him with a changeup, and the count's 2-2. Aldama looking for a quick inning here in the 6th to get his team back at the plate in the home half. The pitch just upstairs, and the count's full at 3-2. Count full on Josiah Guzman, the leadoff batter here in the 6th inning, and in the 9-hole for Dumont, and he's on with the leadoff walk. So it brings things back to the top of the order. Nick Eder will bat. Had an RBI triple where he came around to score on a error on the relay play home. 1 for 3 today, grounded out to first base and reached on an error in the 2nd inning as well. Dwight Morrow guarding against the bunt. They're in at the corners, looking for 2 up the middle. Squaring to bunt and bunting it foul is Eder, and the count's 0-1. Squaring around to bunt once again, but pulling back and taking outside is Eder, and the count's 1-1. Eder squares to bunt again, pulls back and takes outside. The count's now 2-1. Once again, the defensive changes. Morales came in to play center. Gonzalez moved from center to left. King moved from left to second. Ramos went from the mound to third, and Suero went from third to shortstop. Utica came out as that was attempted at and fouled back to the screen, and the count's 2-2. So Ucheta comes out of the game for Dwight Morrow. Morales came in to replace him, and obviously Aldama went from short to the pitcher's mound. So the count's now even at 2-2 with a runner on first and nobody out here in the top half of the 6th inning. A 5-1 lead for Dumont. Feels like it should be more given how much traffic they had, but it also feels like Dwight Morrow should have a couple of more runs considering their 8 hits, but their 6 errors loom large here in this one. There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball. The throw down to second is not in time. It's a stolen bag for Guzman. And the count's full, 3-2. Aldama looking to get a big first out here, and he walks the second batter he's faced. So back-to-back walks since coming in relief, and runners are at first and second with nobody out, and the heart of this Dumont order coming up. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound before Tim Gander digs in for Dumont. So, Aldama back on the mound. He's walked 2 that have runners at first and second with nobody out. And Tim Gander, the 2-hole hitter for Dumont up. And the first pitch he sees is in there for a strike. Gander 0 for 3 today. Reached on an error in the first, grounded out in the second, and flew out to right in the 4th inning. That error that he reached on in the first was also out to right field. Gander bends out of the way of that one. The pitch was upstairs, and the count's 1-1. Check on the runner at second. Diving back in safely is Guzman. Down in the dirt, and the count's 2-1. Way outside, 3-1. Aldama in danger of walking the bases loaded here in the 6th inning. He's walked the first 2 he's faced since coming in relief of Ramos. (3-1) way upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are full of Huskies here in the 6th with nobody out. Brings up Tyler Mertz, who got Dumont on the board with an RBI single in the first, but 2 straight ground outs to first base. Gessner comes in to run for Gander, the catcher, as the courtesy runner at first base. Mertz digs in. 1 for 3 today. The infield comes in for Dwight Morrow with the bases loaded and nobody out. Aldama back in the windup. And his first pitch misses way upstairs. Now the middle drops back for Dwight Morrow. Looks like they'll try and turn 2 and give up the run. Trailing by 4 with nobody out here in the 6th. 1-0. Also missed upstairs, 2-0. Aldama has no feel for the strike zone right now. And now Marte is going to go out and try and calm him down. So, conversation on the mound is over. It's a 2-0 count, and the bases are loaded. Aldama trying to find the strike zone. That one will, a generous call, and it's 2-1. That missed outside. No place to put Mertz. And a 3-1 count on him. Runs inside and it hits him. So a hit by pitch. Mertz a little bit shaken up, holding his wrist, heading on down to first base. It drives in a run, his second RBI today, and it's now 6-1 Dumont. So 4 straight free passes here in the 6th inning for Aldama since coming in. And it'll draw another mound visit, and we'll see if we're going to have a pitching change here for Dwight Morrow with the cleanup batter Matt DiGirolamo scheduled to hit. And it looks like it is going to be a new pitcher. It looks like King is going to take the ball. So we'll step aside for a break. It's 6-1 Dumont and threatening to blow this game open with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the 6th inning.
The North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute is the preferred practice for diagnosis and orthopedic treatment in New Jersey. From the moment you become a patient in our practice, our experienced team supports you until your full recovery with education, compassion, and understanding. Our focus includes sports injuries, as well as the treatment of a broad range of orthopedic complaints, from common tendon ailments and arthritic joint pain to traumatic injuries. Our facility offers an on-site physical therapy suite. In conjunction with specifically designed exercise programs, non-invasive and advanced healing technology, we can not only address the current injury, but also find the underlying cause, such as muscle weakness, imbalance, or improper form. We also offer non-surgical modalities, such as platelet-rich plasma injections, which can lead to an accelerated recovery. To provide efficient and excellent care, personal interactions and individualized attention for each patient is important. We are committed to create a protocol that can eliminate similar injuries in the future. At North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute, we are dedicated to providing the highest standard of care and comfort of athletes, including patients with non-related sports injuries. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Michael Rosanella utilizes non-surgical and minimally invasive surgical procedures to help patients regain back their quality of life.
So King on the mound, Aldama back to short, Suero over to second, and Charlie King inherits an unenviable situation. The bases are loaded, 1 run is already in, and there's nobody out with Matthew DiGirolamo, the cleanup hitter, at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today, dropped down a successful sacrifice, reached on an error, and singled his last time up, and he takes downstairs 1-0. Dumont has not put a ball in play. 3 walks and a hit by pitch with the bases loaded have a run in for the Huskies and threatening for a whole lot more, leading this one by 5. And there's a called strike on the inside corner. And the count's 1-1. That one's down in the dirt, and the count's 2-1. Was outside the zone, but DiGirolamo offered at it, and the count's 2-2. It's one thing Dumont has done a really good job at here in the 6th inning. They are not helping out this Dwight Morrow pitching staff who can't find the zone, but DiGirolamo does there. And time is called before the pitch is thrown, with 2 balls, 2 strikes, the bases loaded, and nobody out. Matthew Frederick, an RBI double his last time up, waits on deck. 2-2. And that one clips DiGirolamo, another hit by pitch. Another run comes in to score, and it's now 7-1. Second consecutive RBI hit by pitch, as that run that comes in to score gets charged to Aldama. So it brings up Frederick. Matthew Frederick, 1 for 2 today. Walked, flew out, and that RBI double to center field. It's 7-1. Dumont here in this 6th inning. Looking for a big hit, and he's taken all the way, and it's a called strike, 0-1. Dumont opening up their lead. They've scored 2 here in the 6th and looking for a whole lot more. 0-1 is hit foul, back to the screen. The count's 0-2. Dwight Morrow would love a strikeout and a ground ball with Ethan Chiaramonte waiting on deck. It's been all free passes, 3 walks and 2 hit by pitches from the Dwight Morrow pitching staff since Ramos came out of this game to start this inning, and King steps off the mound. Big 0-2 pitch coming from King, and he bounces it up to the plate, 1-2. King set, 1-2, is popped foul, back and out of play over the screen. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Frederick looking to deliver the big blow. Behind on the count, 1-2. King's pitch home is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Dumont yet to put a ball in play here in this 6th inning. And that's a balk as King dropped the ball on the mound, so the runners advance. It's now 8-2. So he was on the rubber, he dropped the ball, that's a balk. Home plate umpire was right on it, and it's now 8-1 Dumont. Pitch fouled off, and the count's still 2-2. So Mertz moved up to third. DiGirolamo down to second. Gessner was in to score. Counts 2-2. It's 8-1 Dumont. And that one is hit on the ground to short. It'll get the run in, with the infield playing back. It's an RBI ground out for Matthew Frederick, and it's now 9-1. So Mertz in to score. DiGirolamo had to stay put at second. Frederick with the RBI 6-3 ground out, and it brings up Ethan Charamonti with one away and a runner at second base here in the 6th inning. First ball that was put in play here in the 6th inning for Dumont, as the first pitch is chopped at and popped up over by third base. Ramos is there, and there's 2 away. So it brings up Anthony Picnic with a runner at second and 2 outs. He's 0 for 3 today. King looking to get out of any further trouble. Checks the runner at second, but doesn't make a throw. 4 runs here in this 6th inning for Dumont, and no hits to show for it. Picnic trying to change that as the first pitch is downstairs. The ball goes to the backstop. On his way to third is DiGirolamo, and it's a wild pitch. Another run 90 feet away for Dumont. That one is hit in the air. Right field, shallow right field. Polanco coming in, and he's able to put it away for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Dumont adds 4 more. 4 runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the home half of the 6th. Dumont in control. It's now 9-1.
Screen pass out in the flat, caught, and it's a touchdown for St. Peter's. O'Donnell swinging away, puts it over the shortstop's head. That's a base hit. It'll score 1. Faraz on his way home. Throw is not in time. Going quickly. Bullock takes the snap, throws to the far side. Wide open touchdown. In there, called strike 3. Looking. Mulcahy strikes out the side. He's perfect through 2. Now up ahead for the Marauders. Here comes Biggs. They score! Now go back to this for St. Peter's, but bounced on the ground to short. Faraz fields, flip to O'Donnell 1, throw on to first in time for a double play. Just we'll look back out there for the Marauders. He takes the snap, looking over the middle, has a man, and he scores, reels it in. 35, stick on to defenders, 2 on to the 20. Once again, hit in the air to deep center field. Sicka moving on the back at the wall. It's gone! Ellis Reed with a 2-run blast. And the Marauders have a 6-0 lead. St. Peter's Prep has the best coverage for its student athletes. Why don't you? Bottom of the 6th inning, Dumont with a 9-1 lead over Dwight Morrow. And once again, want to give a special thanks to our 6th inning sponsor today, Rainsbow Transportation and the Carosa family, for their support of Dwight Morrow baseball here in 2022. But we head to the home half of the 6th, and 4 runs from Dumont in that top half of the frame have the Huskies up 9-1, 9 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for Dumont. 1 run on 8 hits and 6 errors for Dwight Morrow
in today's game. Nick Eater is back out there for another inning of work, and he'll look to try and cruise through this 6th and send us to the 7th. We'll have to go through, though, 4, 5, and 6 in the Dwight Morrow order. Polanco, Cuesta, and King will bat here against the left-hander. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Cut on and missed, and the count's 0-2. Polanco 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. Trying to continue his hot day at the plate. And he goes down. Oh no, looks, that was a ball. My apologies. Looked like that was in there for a called strike 3. Umpire called it a ball. So the count moves to 1-2. There's strike 3. Got him swinging. Another strikeout for Eater. And there's one away. Brings up the first baseman, Giuliani Cuesta. 0 for 2, grounded into a double play in the 2nd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. First pitch he sees is upstairs, 1-0. Cut on and missed, 1-1. Eater working quickly, and he's ahead in the count, 1-2. Dwight Morrow swinging out a lot of pitches here in this 6th inning. Already has 1 strikeout of Polanco. Eater comes set looking for back-to-back strikeouts as he won't get it, but it's popped up on the infield. Who will call it? It'll be the second baseman, and he can't put it away. Guzman called off Chiramonte, or at least it looked like he did. It'll be an error on Guzman and a 1-out base runner for Dwight Morrow. So second error for Dumont today. It allows Cuesta to reach on the easy infield pop-up. It's an error on Guzman, and Charlie King, who started the game in left, played some second and finished up that inning on the mound, digs in, takes a pitch upstairs, 1-0. 1 for 2 today, singled and popped out to shortstop. Chopped on the ground, up to second base, and that can't be handled by Guzman either, so back-to-back errors on the Dumont second baseman. And it has Dwight Morrow in business here in the 6th, 1st and 2nd with 1 out, and Christian Ramos digging in. Ramos 1 for 2 today. Singled and came around to score the only run of the game for Dwight Morrow last time up in the 5th inning. He takes the first pitch outside. The ball gets away, and there will be no throw on the wild pitch. So runners advance to 2nd and 3rd on the wild pitch, and the count's 1-0. So Dumont, who had been very efficient in the field, not doing their starting pitcher any favors here. This inning should be over, but Ramos swings to the fences and misses, 1-1. Cut on and missed, and it's 1-2. One-two count on Christian Ramos, trying to get Dwight Morrow a little bit closer here in the 6th, and he hits that one on the ground right back to the mound. Bobbling it is Eater. He looks the runner back, throws over to first, and a really good athletic play by the Dumont pitcher. Ramos is retired. The runners don't advance, and there's 2 away. Brings up Saul Garcia, the DH. 1 for 2 today. Singled in the 3rd, was caught stealing, trying to swipe second. Went down looking in the 5th. Eater with a really good play, able to knock that one down. Checked the runner at 3rd and went home with the pitch, went to first with the play, I should say. Pitch misses upstairs, 1-0, as a bluff throw over to 3rd base. Cut on and missed. And the count's 1-1. Eder comes set. The 1-1 is hit into left field, falling quickly. Left fielder didn't see the ball, and both runs will come in to score, or will they? The throw home is unable to be handled by the catcher, and moving up to second base is Garcia. So we'll see how they score it. It'll be at least an RBI single. Advancing to second on the throw is Garcia, and in to score is King. So a 2-run single for Garcia, and it's now 9-3. Garcia advances to second on the throw, and it'll bring up now a pinch hitter for Dwight Morrow. And the first pitch is cut on and missed by Daniel Morales. Morales takes that pitch downstairs. The ball rattled around the backstop and trickled up the third baseline, so Garcia did not advance. He remains at second base. Counts 1-1 in a 9-3 game here in the sixth, as the Dumont defense, a couple of errors, allowed the inning to continue, and Dwight Morrow took advantage. One pitch is a called strike at the letters, and the count's 1-2. Popped foul and out of play, back behind the screen, and the count remains 1-2. Cut on and miss, strike 3. We're off to the 7th. Dwight Morrow gets 2 back, but they still trail by 6 as we head to the final inning. Thomason, handoff, has room. He's got the first down, he stays on his feet. Thomason dives, touchdown! First title since 2016. Phillips with numbers 3-on-1, the finish, and a 4-point Pirate lead. Pitch is hit in the air, right field. Reed going back on it. He's still back. He's looking up, and it one hops up against the wall. On his way to score is Harcourt. Heading to third is Sprock. He'll put the brakes on and scamper back to second base. There's a shot and a goal! Charles Giordano to put Seton Hall Prep up 2, and they're 5:37 away. Up by 2. They have a 2-on-1. The puck is jarred free. Mendoza scores! The puck was knocked free right to the stick of Rocco Mendoza, and it's 4-1 Pirates. We go to the ninth. Dumont with a 9-3 lead over Dwight Morrow. The Maroon Raiders able to get 2 back thanks to a couple of errors in that bottom half of the sixth. 9 combined errors between these two teams here today. It has not been a clean game by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a 9-3 game as we go to the 7th and final innings. King back out there to try and get the final 3 outs in the field for Dwight Morrow. He'll face 8, 9, and 1 in this Dumont order, and the first pitch he throws is downstairs for a ball, and the count's 1-0. The 1-0. Missed outside, 2-0. Also, not that much time left, even if this game were to go into extra innings. Daylight starting to hide behind the trees here at Dwight Morrow. A couple of lengthy innings last time out, and King now behind the count 3-0. Dumont scored 4 in the 6th inning, and it was, in fact, due to 5 straight free passes, 3 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. That was a combination of Aldama and King, as there's a called strike to make the count 3-1. 4 of those 5 runners came to score. The other was stranded at third, although in King's defense, he did hit 1, but got the next 3 in order to limit the damage. But he walks the leadoff batter here in the 7th as Brendan Mezcal is on. And it looks like we are going to have a pinch runner as Mezcal will be relieved. And we'll see who's going to come in here. Looks like it's going to be number 28, Veluzzi. So Tyler Veluzzi will come on and run for Mezcal. So Veluzzi stands on first. Josiah Guzman, 0 for 2 today. Struck out, reached on an error, and walked at the plate. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it foul and out of play. The count's 0-1. Squaring to bunt, offering at it. And it's a strike, and the count's 0-2 as Veluzzi scampers back to first. Oh, 2 pitch from King down in the dirt, 1-2. Same defensive alignment for Dwight Morrow as that one is bounced on the ground. Foul outside of third base. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes. King is ready. 1-2 home. Called strike 3. Down looking is Guzman for the first out of the 7th. He thought it was a bit high. He goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And we turn back to the top of the order for Dumont. Nick Eder digs in. He is 1 for 3 today. RBI triple in the 4th. Reached on an error in the 2nd. Grounded out to first base in the 1st. Last time up in the 6th, he walked and came around to score. Now it looks like something happened with our umpire. No, just getting a couple of new baseballs to put in his pocket as Eder gets set to dig in with 1 on and 1 out here in the 7th inning. First pitch is ripped on the ground and through into right field. It's a base hit. Stopping at second is Veluzzi. It's a 1-out single for Eder. And he's having himself a day both at the plate and on the mound for Dumont. 7th hit of the game for the Huskies. And it brings up Tim Gander, the catcher. Reach on an error in the first, a ground out, a fly out, and he walked and came around to score his last time up. The first pitch he sees is hit foul and out of play. First and second, 1 out. Dwight Morrow looking for a ground ball here against Tim Gander, who calls for time at the plate. The 0-1 is smoked to third, off the glove of Ramos. He'll go to the bag for 1, and then he'll have no play there. So reaching on the fielder's choice is Gander, and there's 2 away. So Veluzzi out at third, moving up to second is Eder, and Gander reaches on the fielder's choice 5 unassisted. And it brings up Tyler Mertz, who is 1 for 3 today, an RBI single and an RBI bases loaded hit by pitch his last time up. Mertz had a strong day, 2 RBIs, looking to add to it. Create a couple of more insurance runs for this Dumont team before they take the field in the home half of the 7th. But the first pitch is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Is a strike on the outside corner, and the count's 1-1. That ball is bounced up to the plate. Runners stay put on the block by Marte, and the count's 2-1. Hit foul and out of play, and the count's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on here in the top half of the 7th inning. Dumont with a 9-3 lead over Dwight Morrow. King looking to get out of the frame. The 2-2 pitch is lined and through into right field. It's a base hit. 1 run is in to score on his way to third. And in there without a throw is Eder. It's an RBI single for Tyler Mertz, his 3rd RBI today. And it's now 10-3. So Eder in to score. Gessner, the courtesy runner, up to third. It's the 3rd RBI today for Tyler Mertz. And in steps Matthew Di Girolamo. And a 7-run lead once again for Dumont. DiGirolamo. Sacrifice bunt in the first, reached out an error in the third. A single in the fifth and a RBI hit by pitch in the sixth. That one is popped up in the air to center field. Morales, a strong call for it, and he puts it away. Dwight Morrow's going to need a big rally in the seventh. They trail by 7. It's 10-3 as we head to the final half inning.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in sports marketing or creating impactful sports content? You can get experience in high school by being a part of the RISE program powered by Ortho Carolina. It will give you a head start on an exciting career. The RISE program exposes students to industry professionals and gives them real-world experience by creating content and marketing the teams at their own high school. To find out how you can be a part of RISE, email us at contact@readinessandsportseducation.org.
So taking over on the mound for Dumont is Ethan Chiramonte. Nick Eater heads over to first base. Taking over at shortstop is Josiah Guzman, and Veluzzi takes over at second base with Dwight Morrow down to their final 3 outs today, trailing 10-3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Kevin Connolly with you here on D1 Media Pro. Dumont scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth, and 1 in the seventh. As for Dwight Morrow, 1 in the fifth and 2 in the sixth for the Maroon Raiders. However, it'll be the top of the order. Julian Suero will lead things off. 2 for 3 singles in the third and the fifth inning as we get set for the 7th frame. Dumont looking to pick up win number 5 on the year, improved to 5-10. Dwight Morrow with the loss would drop to 7-9-1. Once again, I want to give a special thanks to all of our sponsors here today as Chiramonte slips on the first pitch and spikes the ball in the dirt. 1-0. 1-0 in the dirt, and the count's 2-0. So 3 straight out of the zone by Chiramonte, and that's not what you want to do with the 7-run lead here in the 7th inning with 3 outs until victory. You want to throw strikes and trust your defense. So Chiramonte back on the mound. We'll see if Suero's taking all the way. Up 3-0 on the count. He is, and it's a called strike. And the count's now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch down in the dirt, ball 4. Suero on for the 3rd time today with the leadoff walk here in the 7th inning. So it draws a mound visit from Gander, the catcher. Try and settle down Chiramonte as it will bring up the Dwight Morrow catcher, Christopher Marte, an RBI double. His last time up in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 3 today with a line out and a fly out. Chiramonte gives a look at the runner, Suero, who doesn't mean anything with the 7-run lead. Just want to focus on the batter as that first pitch is hit in the air. Center field and deep. Going back and a few steps in front of the wall is Di Girolamo as heading back towards first base is Suero. So a loud out number 1 as Marte is retired. So it brings up Giuseppe Aldama. Aldama struggled on the mound, moved back to shortstop. Today at the plate, he's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch he sees, misses downstairs, 1-0. The 1-0 has the duck out of the way of it, 2-0. Chiramonte's 2-0 as there goes the runner. The pitch is in the dirt. The throw down to second is not in time, so it's a stolen bag, and the count's now 3-0 on Giuseppe Aldama. Well, Chiramonte struggling with command a bit since entering in this 7th inning with a 7-run lead. Taking all the way. Outside, ball 4, and runners are at first and second with 1 away. So a 10-3 ball game, and Luxiander Polanco will dig in. Was retired for the first time today, back in the 6th inning. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Chiramonte checks the runners, delivers home, and again, he can't find the strike zone as he bounces that one up to the plate. It's 1-0. And another mound visit upcoming here for Dumont. Is popped foul and out of play, and the count's 1-1. Down on the dirt, the ball gets away. The runner's not advancing, but they have the runner picked off first. But the throw is not in time. Aldama was taken off, not looking at the runner in front of him. He was just able to get back in time, and the count's 2-1. And a lot of these pitches, Chiaramonte is missing. He's missing low. Trying to nail down the final 3 outs of this one. Already has 2 outs, but has 1 out, 2 to go. But has walked 2 and an inside move to check on the runner at second. If you're Chiaramonte, you can't be worrying about the runners on base with a 7-run lead. You just got to come home to the plate. Those 2 runs scored doesn't mean anything. You're still up 5. Got to focus on the batters, as old as the saying is. And that one is hit in the air down the right field line. Going to be a tough play, but it drops foul. Good effort out there and right by Picnic. The count's 2-2. Two-two pitch in the dirt, and the count's full at 3-2. Three, 2, 1 out, 2 on. The runners are not going. The pitch misses. Ball 4, so they've walked the bases loaded here in the 7th. And is this going to be a pitching change or just another mound visit, as Giuliani Cuesta is scheduled to bat, as Chiaramonte has walked the bases loaded. So an extended mound visit, but it doesn't look like we are going to have a pitching change, as Chiaramonte has walked the bases loaded here in the 7th inning. Giuliani Cuesta will bat 0 for 3 today. Grounded into a double play in the 2nd, a fielder's choice in the 4th, and reached on an error in the 6th. He's got the bases loaded with 1 out here in the 7th. There was some action going on in the Dumont bullpen. Looks like that relief pitcher is ready if needed. And the first pitch by Chiaramonte misses upstairs, 1-0. The 1-0. Poured over the heart of the plate. No, it's not. It missed. Looked like those have been strikes all day, but I guess that one missed too far outside. And the count's 2-0. That one's a strike, and it's 2-1. Dwight Morrow has loaded the bases here in the 7th inning. And they're ahead in the count once again. 3 balls and a strike. This is very similar to the top half of the 6th, when Aldama came in and couldn't throw a strike. Walked 3, hit 1, and then went to the bullpen. 3-1 upstairs, ball 4, and it's a run for Dwight Morrow. And the bases are still loaded, and that's going to be the end of Chiaramonte. It's an RBI walk for Giuliani Cuesta. As Suero's in to score. It's now 10-4, and off to the bullpen goes Dumont. We'll step aside for a break and be back after this. One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece, 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down! Corey Floyd! The Missed opportunity down low, behind the back to Bueno and one. Lawrence with Floyd, he'll lob it up and a slam. Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd, lays it in and one on the lob.
Thought about the three, drives, baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd.
Rowdy here with Corey Floyd after a tough 6.
Wilcher, three, got it. Simeon Wilcher is fired up.
And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Rowdy here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down. Tosses it ahead to Valencia. Sering driving and throws it down. He can't get around and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay in, build the basket. Marcus Rowdy here with Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Boff. Dave, you're coming up.
Now it's your time to join. It's the 7th inning, and Frankie Martinez is the new pitcher. Chiramonte goes to short. Guzman back to second base. The bases are loaded with one out here in the 7th. Charlie King is the batter. Chiramonte unable to throw strikes. He did record an out on a fly out to center, but walked 4. It's now 10-4 Dumont here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The bases are still loaded, and they'll look to Martinez to try and shut the door here on this one with a 6-run lead, and he just needs 2 outs to record. That'll be Charlie King, the first one to greet him. 1 for 3 today, a single, a pop out to short, and reached on an error to second base. The first pitch to King misses downstairs, 1-0. There's a strike, and the count's 1-1. Charlie King finished things up on the mound for Dwight Morrow over the course of the last 2 innings. And he fished that one out to short. This could be 2 on to second, and it's bobbled out there by Chiramonte. He never made the turn to second base. King reaches on an error, and another run comes in to score. Everybody's safe. And it's now 10-5. That's the 4th error of the game on Dumont, whose defense had been very good up until that 6th inning, which allowed 2 runs to score and allows another run to score here in the 7th. The error goes on the shortstop, Chiramonte. So in steps Christian Ramos. There's a strike, and the count's even at a ball and a strike. It's now 10-5. Dumont in front. They need 2 outs to win. And it misses outside, and the count's 2-1. There's a strike, and the count's even at 2-2. Martinez set. Pitch cut on and missed, strike 3. And there's the 2nd out of the inning as Ramos is down swinging for the 2nd time today. And it brings up the designated hitter, Saul Garcia. Garcia, a 2-run single his last time up. He's 2 for 3 today. Has had a very good day at the plate, and he's the last chance for Dwight Morrow. Tying run stands on deck. The first pitch to Garcia is in there for a strike. Martinez looking for the save here for Dumont. They led 10-3 coming into this inning. Walks and errors as that one is lined into left field. That gets down for a base hit. 1 run in to score. The second run also in to score. It's another 2-run single for Garcia as the runners get back, and Dwight Morrow will bring the tying run to the plate here in this 7th inning. It's now 10-7. Runners are at first and second. Garcia with 4 RBIs today, and a pinch hitter for Dwight Morrow. It'll be Manuel Mercan to come in to hit for Morales. So Mercan getting his first at-bat today. And the first pitch is fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Mercan represents the tying run. He's the 9th batter to come to the plate here in this 7th inning. Martinez trying to get the win for Dumont. Trying to bail out shortstop as well, Chiramonte, who couldn't find the plate and also committed an error after Martinez took his spot on the mound. And that one has popped up on the infield. Will this do it? Yes, it will. Martinez makes the play, and that's the ball game. A 10-7 win for Dumont over Dwight Morrow. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to today's game. Dumont wins 10-7 over Dwight Morrow. 10 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors for Dumont, 7 runs on 9 hits, and 6 errors for Dwight Morrow. Thanks for tuning in to today's action, and we'll see you next time here on D1 Media Pro.
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it the break!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McIntyre touchdown!
Wins it! The championship!
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it the break!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McIntyre touchdown!
Wins it! The championship!
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it the break!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McIntyre touchdown!
Wins it! The championship!
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it the break!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McIntyre touchdown!
Wins it! The championship!
He's going to take it himself for a championship!